Hey everyone! Today we're diving into the incredible world of Strixhaven, the premier school of magic set on the fascinating plane of Arcavios. If you're a fan of fantasy, magic, and epic tales, buckle up because this is going to be an awesome ride. Alright, so first off, Strixhaven isn't just any old magic school. It's like the Harvard of magic, right at the top and super prestigious. It's home to 5 distinct colleges, each founded by an elder dragon, where students from all over Arcavios and even other planes come to study. These colleges aren't just about hitting the books. They're about mastering your craft and becoming the best mage possible. And each one of these colleges has its own unique vibe and focus. Let's start with the colleges themselves. We have the Silver Quill College, which focuses on eloquence and the magical power of words. If you love the idea of casting spells with just a speech or a poem, this is the college for you. Then there's Witherbloom, where students blend magic with nature, specializing in life and death. Think earth magic combined with healing and necromancy. Prismari is all about the arts, merging elemental magic with artistic expression. Imagine casting spells using dance, music, or painting. Totally mind-blowing, right? Quandrix is the math and science nerd's paradise, focusing on the magic of numbers, fractals, and dimensions. Finally, we have Lorehold, for those who are obsessed with history. They're basically magical archaeologists, bringing the past to life in the form of spirits and animated relics. But Strixhaven isn't just about the colleges. The campus itself is breathtaking, with notable locations like the Biblioplex, the Grand Library at the heart of Strixhaven, where you can find scrolls and tomes filled with ancient magical knowledge. Then there's Archway Commons, a popular hangout spot for students to relax, socialize, and engage in epic magical duels. You also have Fire Jolt Cafe, the perfect spot for catching up with friends over a cup of enchanted coffee. And let's not forget about the campus community. It's super diverse and inclusive, pulling in students of all races and backgrounds. Whether you're a nervous first year or a seasoned senior, there's a place for you. The professors and faculty members are also legendary, often being masters of their respective magical domains who have achieved hero-like status. So whether you're a fan of spellcasting, magical creatures, or just an epic storyline, Strixhaven has something for you. It's a magical microcosm where tradition meets innovation, and every student, no matter their background, has the chance to become something truly extraordinary. Strixhaven University isn't your typical school. It's a magical place, literally, where students come to master the arcane arts. The university is divided into 5 distinct colleges, each one founded by one of the elder dragons born from Arcavios' powerful mana snarl. The dragons may have stepped back, but their influence remains strong within each college. Every part of Strixhaven has its own unique identity and teaching philosophy. First off, there's Lorehold. If you're into history and the thrill of uncovering ancient mysteries, this is your spot. Lorehold students are like magical archaeologists, always digging into the past to discover powerful artifacts and learn from bygone eras. This college emphasizes a balance between practical spells and deep scholarly research. Then, there's Prismari, where art and magic meet to create something totally dazzling. Students here are the ultimate performers of the magical world, blending their spellcraft with creative expression. They specialize in using magic to amplify the arts, whether that's a breathtaking light show or a spellbinding dance performance. Next up is Quandrix, the college for math wizards, literally. Quandrix students love to explore the mathematical side of magic, seeing spells as complex equations and magical theories. They're always discovering new ways to manipulate the natural world using precise calculations and formulas. It's the perfect place if you're analytical and like solving puzzles. On the other side of the magical spectrum is Silverquill, where words are the most powerful tool. Students here use language and rhetoric as their primary means of casting spells. Whether through poetry or sharp debate, they influence the world around them with the power of their voice and the strength of their conviction. If you've got away with words, Silverquill might just be calling your name. Finally, there's Witherbloom, known for its focus on life and its cycle. Students here study the intricate balance between life and death, nature and cultivation. They often serve as healers or alchemists, using their understanding of biology and natural magic to make potions, heal wounds, and sometimes even manipulate life itself. Each of these colleges has its own set of deans, who guide students and ensure that the legacy of the founding dragons lives on. The deans are experts in their fields, each embodying the core values and skills of their respective colleges. Through centuries of disciplined study and practice, Strixhaven has remained the premier institution for magical education, attracting students from all corners of Arcavios and beyond. Whether you're drawn to the past, the arts, mathematics, rhetoric, or the natural world, Strixhaven offers a place where your magical potential can truly shine. Let's dive into the 5 main colleges at Strixhaven, each with its own unique focus and vibrant identity. All of them were founded by elder dragons and represent pairs of opposing mana colours, which makes each college distinct in its philosophy and magic. Starting with Lorehold, this college is all about historical research and exploration. Students here are like magical archaeologists, digging through ancient ruins and dusty tomes to uncover history's secrets. It's often compared to Indiana Jones with spellbooks. Their motto is, "Leave no stone unturned," reflecting their relentless pursuit of knowledge. Whether it's discovering forgotten magic or piecing together the stories of the past, Lorehold students are committed to understanding where we come from to better grasp where we're going. Next is Prismari, which focuses on elemental artistry and expression. Imagine Hogwarts art class turned up to 11. The motto, "Express yourself with the elements," captures the vibrant and often dramatic nature of its students. Here, students use fire, water, earth, and air like a painter uses colour. They craft beautiful and sometimes dangerous works of art, creating spell performances that can be breathtakingly beautiful or awe-inspiringly powerful. If you're drawn to the arts and want to use magic to express your creativity, Prismari is the place to be. Quandrix, on the other hand, is a haven for math nerds who believe that math is magic. It's where pure logic meets arcane power. Students here look at the world as if it's a series of numbers, equations, and geometrical shapes that can be manipulated through spells. This college fuses magical principles with mathematical precision to create spells that are as efficient as they are impressive. It's a mind-twisting place where calculus and conjuring are intertwined. Silverquill focuses on the power of words and eloquence. Its motto, "Sharp style, sharper wit," perfectly sums up its slick and sophisticated students. Words have power, and Silverquill students harness that power to influence, persuade, and sometimes cut down their adversaries with sharp wit and even sharper spells. They are the poets, debaters, and spellcasters who can channel their charisma and eloquence into magic. Lastly is Witherbloom, the college that gets its hands dirty, literally. with a focus on nature magic and the cycles of life and death. Their motto, "Get your hands dirty," says it all. Students here work with potions, herbs, and even necromancy to understand the balance of life and death. They are in tune with the natural world and use its powers to heal or harm, depending on the situation. It's about understanding and manipulating the raw, sometimes messy forces of nature. Each of these colleges brings something special to Strixhaven, making it a place where diverse magical disciplines can flourish side by side. No matter your interests or magical inclinations, there's a college at Strixhaven that can help you grow and discover your full potential. Alright, so let's talk about what it's actually like for students and faculty in this magical world. Imagine a super diverse community where you have students who are mages in training, and then you have mentors and professors. What's really cool is how they all interact with each other. It's not like your typical high school where teachers just stand at the front of the class and lecture. Here, it's more like a huge, intertwined family. Once you get into Strixhaven and figure out which college you want to join, you're assigned 2 mentors. This mentorship system is pretty unique because each mentor represents one of the mana colours of your college. So if you're in Witherbloom, for instance, you'd have one mentor who's all about the life magic, and another who's focused on decay magic. This way, you get a balanced learning experience. These mentors aren't just there to help you with your spells and classwork. They're also like personal guides who help you navigate the social and political landscapes of the college. Mentors and students often form really tight bonds. It's not uncommon to see a mentor and their mentees grabbing a meal together, or working late into the night on a new spell. It's a relationship built on mutual respect and the love of magic. When it comes to the faculty, there's a hierarchy that's just as fascinating. It starts with instructors, who are like the entry-level professors, and goes all the way up to Mage Emeritus, who are seasoned wizards with decades, sometimes centuries, of experience. These higher-ranking professors often have their own research and specialty areas, contributing to magical theory and practice in groundbreaking ways. Then, you've got the deans. Each college is led by 2 deans, one for each mana colour represented within the college. They're the ones who make big decisions and guide the academic direction of their colleges. For instance, Silverquill's deans are masters of words and ink magic, and they ensure that their students not only learn spells, but also understand the power of communication and persuasion. The dynamics between students and faculty make Strixhaven a place where learning feels alive and interactive. Every conversation, study session, and lecture is part of a bigger journey, where everyone, students and faculty alike, grows together. All right, so let's dive into campus life at this amazing place. Starting with the heart of it all, the central campus. This is basically the hub where everything happens. You've got the administrative buildings where all the official stuff gets done. And then there's Aerojaunt Field, which is perfect for any kind of outdoor activity. Archway Commons is like this cool meeting spot, filled with those classic ivy-covered buildings that you see in movies. And of course, you can't miss the Biblioplex. It's the library, but on another level. Like it's got every book you could ever need. Plus, there's the Mystical Archive, which is legendary for its rare and magical texts. When the day winds down, students love hitting up the Bow's End pub to chill and socialise. Now, the Lawhold campus is basically heaven for history buffs. Pillar Drop is where all the historical research goes down, filled with ancient texts and artefacts. Effigy Row is lined with historical monuments, making it feel like you're walking through a museum but outdoors. You can almost feel the history coming alive as you stroll through. Then there's Prismari Campus, which is all about art and creativity. Conjurot Hall is where you'll find students working on epic art projects, blending magic with their creative expressions. Opus Walk is like this grand showcase of art, from statues to performances, making the whole area super vibrant and inspiring. Quandrix Campus is for those who think math is magical. Seriously. Taurus Hall looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, with equations floating in mid-air. And the Arithmodrome is like this crazy playground where math and magic meet. Think geometric shapes that shift and change as you solve puzzles. Silverquill Campus, on the other hand, is where all the wordsmiths and performers hang out. Grand Loft Hall is this grand space where debates and verbal duels happen. Then there's the Rose Stage, perfect for performances and showing off verbal prowess. Whether through poetry, drama, or even rap battles. Last but not least, Witherbloom Campus is a dream for nature lovers. Widdershins Hall is where you study all things related to life sciences, from healing herbs to magical creatures. And Sedgemoor is this eerie swamp full of fascinating plants and animals. It's wild and kind of spooky, but in a super cool way. Each campus has its own vibe and specialties, making sure there's a perfect spot for everyone, no matter what you're into. All right. So when it comes to scholarships and tuition, there are so many options out there to help future mages. First off, loads of schools provide financial aid for students who can show that they have potential and commitment to their magical studies. These scholarships can go a long way in covering tuition fees, which, let's be honest, can be crazy expensive. Beyond that, some schools offer opportunities to work with research teams. Imagine teaming up with top-notch wizards and scientists, diving deep into magical research while earning enough to cover your education costs. That's what I call a win-win. It gives you hands-on experience that's invaluable and keeps your wallet from crying. But what happens after you've graduated and you've got your mage degree in hand? Well, the paths you can take are pretty diverse and super exciting. One common route is stepping into important community roles. Mages are highly respected in their communities. They might serve as advisors, healers, or even lead local councils. Then there's the option to travel. Some mages set off on journeys to discover new magical lore and ancient spells. It's like being a magical explorer. Imagine stumbling upon lost scrolls or secret potions in far-off lands. Of course, you could also join the Dragon's Guard. Think of it as an elite group of magical protectors responsible for guarding realms against dark magic and evil creatures. It's a brave and noble path, and the training is intense, but totally worth it if you're into saving the world kind of stuff. If none of that floats your boat, how about opening your own sanctum or lab? Many mages go down the entrepreneurial route, creating spaces where they can experiment, teach and craft magical items. They become the go-to experts in their field, attracting apprentices, and even founding their own magical schools. Looking at all these options, it's clear that becoming a mage opens up a world of possibilities, each more fascinating than the last. Whether it's securing scholarships to make your education affordable, or choosing a post-graduation path that suits your passions, the world of magic just keeps on giving. Okay, so let's talk about the campus community at Strixhaven. One of the coolest things about Strixhaven is the way everyone comes together to not just learn magic, but to live it. The campus is like a living, breathing entity, made up of students, teachers, staff, and even the alumni who've graduated but still have a huge impact. Firstly, The students. Man, the students at Strixhaven are like the lifeblood of the campus. Each one belongs to one of the 5 colleges, and they bring their own unique flair and talents. It's not just about learning spells and casting them. These mage students push boundaries, challenge norms, and create things that have never been seen before. Whether it's an artsy type from Prismari lighting up the sky with impossible fireworks or a Witherbloom student brewing potions that can heal any ailment, their contributions make Strixhaven a magical place. Quite literally. Then we have the alumni, who are like legends walking among us. People always talk about Quintorius and his groundbreaking work in exploring historical magic. Or how about Zimone from Quandrix? Her theories on spatial configurations have changed the way we understand magic's interaction with the physical world. Their successes don't just end with them. They become benchmarks, stories that current students aspire to surpass. Now, let's not forget about the faculty and staff who keep everything running smoothly. Professors at Strixhaven aren't just teachers. They're mentors, guides, and sometimes even challengers who push students to think deeper and work harder. Take Professor Onyx, for example. A tough teacher with a mysterious background. She's got a reputation for laying down some hard truths, but always guiding students to uncover their true potential. And let's give a shout out to the Dragon's Guard, those elite protectors who keep everyone safe from magical mishaps and external threats. Plus the Mage Tower Referee Council. Those guys have the hardest job of all, keeping the famous Mage Tower games fair and fun, everyone on the campus, from the librarian to the kitchen workers, adds to the fabric of this incredible place. Most importantly, the sense of community isn't just confined to school grounds. The alumni network is strong and always ready to help out new graduates. It's like being part of one big, magical family that carries on even after you leave the campus. So yeah, the campus community at Strixhaven is more than just a place. It's a culture, a lifestyle, and a lifelong connection. Everyone contributes in their own way to create this mesmerizing world of magical academia. And that's pretty spectacular if you ask me. Strixhaven has made a huge impact both culturally and in the game itself, weaving its influence through various products and expansions. For instance, the Strixhaven School of Mages set brought a fresh academic twist to the game with its 5 unique colleges, each with their own distinct flavour and playstyles. From the math and philosophy-inspired Quandrix to the creativity and chaos of Prismari, Strixhaven resonated with a wide range of players. You can collect cards featuring iconic characters from each college, like Ruther, mercurial artist of Prismari, or Zimona, Quandrix prodigy. These characters and their stories enrich the lore, making us feel like part of their world. Beyond the main set, Strixhaven's themes have popped up in other expansions too. The crossover with Dungeons & Dragons, Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos, is a prime example. It brings the magic and intrigue of the school into a new form, allowing players to explore the college's secrets and lore in even deeper ways. In-game events like Mage Tower not only provide fun, themed gameplay, but also give us a taste of the competition and camaraderie that define the Strixhaven experience. These references keep Strixhaven alive and evolving within the broader magic, the Gathering universe. Now let's dive into some interesting trivia about the name Strixhaven itself. The word Strix has deep roots in mythology and folklore. In ancient Rome, the Strix was a nocturnal bird of ill omen. often associated with witches and the supernatural. In Greek mythology, it was said to be a bird that could shapeshift and work magic. This makes it a fitting reference for a magical school. The term haven adds a sense of sanctuary and learning, creating a perfect blend of magic and safety. Like a Hogwarts, but more creature-focused, right? Together, Strixhaven conjures images of a place where knowledge and the mystical coexist, symbolized by the owl mascots of the different colleges. Strixhaven didn't just borrow from ancient legends. It innovatively encapsulated them, creating a fresh yet familiar setting that attracts fans of both fantasy and education-themed narratives. This rich interweaving of mythological symbolism and in-game storytelling cements Strixhaven as a cornerstone in the magic universe, sparking our imaginations and making us wish such a school existed in real life. And there you have it, the intricate and rich tapestry that makes Strixhaven so special. What do you think about Strixhaven's blend of myth and magic? What's your favourite college or card from the set? Let me know in the comments. Your feedback helps make these deep dives even better and more exciting. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the magic alive.